It's Friday, 5th of August 2016. This is Sylvia Shivamurthy and you're listening to the newspaper reviews on www.athavan.com. Let's now look at the paper highlights from today's newspapers. The top highlight in Daily News says, SLFP gets tough with rebels. The Central Committee of Sri Lanka Freedom Party, which met yesterday evening under the patronage of President Maithripala Sirisena, decided to take disciplinary action against several members who breached party discipline. Another highlight says, Norwegian Prime Minister on vacation here. Norwegian Prime Minister Erna Solberg, who is currently on vacation with her family in Sri Lanka, is likely to meet with President Maithripala Sirisena, Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe and Foreign Minister Mangala Samarveera next week. The highlight in the middle says, French national severely assaulted in Matara. A French national living in Matara was severely assaulted by a group of men under the influence on Tuesday night. There's another highlight which says, President assures Jaffna University safety. President Maithripala Sirisena yesterday requested the students of the University of Jaffna to engage in studies without any fear and suspicion, as the security and safety of the university has been assured. The president made this request when the vice-chancellor, the academic staff and group of parents of the students of the University of Jaffna met him at the presidential secretariat. They discussed the recent clash at the university and the measures taken to ensure security for the students. And the highlight at the bottom says, Child involved in Padayatra, NCPA commences investigations. The National Child Protection Authority has recommended investigations into an incident where a child was involved in the Padayatra organized by the joint opposition from Kandy to Colombo on Monday. According to a NCPA official, this investigation has been initiated on a complaint received by the authority on Tuesday. He said members of the Foundation to Protect the Rights of the People made the complaint over the alleged involvement of an underage person in political activities. We have already started investigation into this complaint, he said. Meanwhile, the Women's and Child Affairs Ministry in a statement yesterday condemned the involvement of an underage child to achieve the political goals of a certain group. Let's now look at the paper highlights in Daily Mirror. The main highlight says, SLFPCC decides stern action against errant MPs. The Sri Lanka Freedom Party Central Committee, which met after some of its MPs conducted the Padayatra, decided to expel all those who had acted in contravention of the party's rules and regulations, it is learnt. Another highlight says, Joint opposition wanted to form a separate government with UNP, says Amaraveera. UPFA General Secretary and Minister Mahinda Amaraveera yesterday said 5 senior members of the joint opposition requested Prime Minister Ranil Wickremesinghe to sever ties with the SLFP, offer them 6 ministerial portfolios, 3 state ministerial and 2 deputy ministerial posts to support the president to form a separate government. The highlight in the middle says, Wimal questioned by PRECIFAC. Former Minister Wimal Weerawansa yesterday gave a statement before the Presidential Commission of Inquiry to investigate and inquire into serious acts of fraud, corruption and abuse of power, state resources and privileges over the alleged misappropriation of government's funds amounting to 1 billion rupees. Another highlight says, MR and team off to South Korea. Former President Mahinda Rajapaksa was to leave for South Korea along with the team of MPs from the joint opposition last night, sources close to him said yesterday. And the highlight at the bottom says, Drugs worth 20 million rupees stolen from police hospital. Further investigations into the theft of drugs from the Narayanpeta Police Hospital have revealed that the suspect hospital employee presently on demand had stolen drugs to the value of 20 million rupees from the stores of the hospital. The CID had brought this matter to the notice of Colombo Additional Magistrate Nishantha Piris. And now let's move to the paper highlights in Ceylon today. The top highlight says, No more political rallies at 23 grounds. Another highlight says, Fashionist and trainer. A man of many talents, he juggles with several things in life, yet proves he is good at all he does. The roles he plays in different disciplines make others envy him. The highlight in the middle says, RTI Bill now law. Speaker Karu Jayasuriya signed the Right to Information Bill yesterday morning. The RTI Act was ratified in Parliament on 24 June. After the Speaker signed the bill, it began to function as the law with immediate effect. There's another highlight which says, Wimal grilled on 100 million rupees loss. Former Minister of Engineering, Housing and Common Amenities Vimal Veeravansa was questioned yesterday by the Presidential Commission of Inquiry to investigate and inquire into serious acts of fraud, corruption and abuse of power, state resources and privileges in connection with the loss of 100 million rupees incurred by his ministry between 2010 and 2015. And the highlight at the bottom says, currency smugglers nabbed at BIA. Customs and police sleuths yesterday morning arrested two Sri Lankans who were on the verge of boarding flight SQ469 to Singapore at Bandaranaike International Airport with over 35 million rupees in foreign currency concealed in sheaves of plastic flowers. That's all for today's newspaper highlights, and we'll get back to you with more news tomorrow. Thank you.